Hi, this is Chris Capitura. I'm here with Dr. Sharif Ibrahim, and you're on our bonus video on intermittent fasting. Now, we've done four in the series, and what happened was we got a lot of great feedback from those four videos and thought there were a few other things that we wanted to mention. The first one we want to talk about is how you go from having 3 meals a day plus maybe a couple of snacks, and how you compress that into 2 meals in a day and no snacks. So, Sharif, let's start there.
Thank you, Chris. I would like to highlight the main goal of intermittent fasting is to lower insulin. You lower insulin by two things together, and these are reducing the number of meals we're taking or the number of times we are eating, and then change the pattern of food. Start by reducing the number of times we are eating. Let us have an example. So a person started by 3 meals a day and three snacks. What we are going to do is take one snack at a time. Take one snack and then wait for a few days and then take another snack and then for a few days and take the third one. So now we are coming down to 3 meals, zero snack. So 3 meals, no snack. So what shall we do at this stage? Then we are going to convert the middle meal into a snack. And then in a little while, in a few days' time, then we are going to take this one out as well. So we are left by 2 meals. What we are going to do here at this stage is to push these 2 meals together within 8 hours of eating window. So you have one meal, and then 8 hours later, you have the second meal. And so the rest of the time, you'll be fasting. So this is 16-8.
In our previous videos, we explained that that's 16 hours of fasting and 8-hour window for eating. Now, the next thing we want to talk about is food. You can do all the intermittent fasting you want, but if you're eating junk food or the wrong kind of food, well, of course, this isn't going to work. So, Sharif, let's get into a little bit more about the food choices.
Suppose we are starting with somebody who takes a lot of high simple sugar. Like, for example, somebody who drinks quite a lot of high fructose corn syrup, which is in everything nowadays, but it's mainly in commercial juices, fizzy drinks, in any sort of sweets, because it's a cheap sugar. And the same person also consume high refined carbs, like pizza, pasta, bread, white rice is also processed carbs. They can transition into starchy vegetables like potatoes, sweet potatoes, and things like that, starchy vegetables. And then when they are well in that area, then they could start introducing low calorie veggies like celery, cucumber, ham, broccoli. These haven't got that much calories on them, but these are eventually where we want to be. Berries is also a very good fruits because they are low in carbs and sugar. And then gradually we introduce having seeds. Seeds are really very good. Pumpkin seeds, flaxseed, chia seeds, and sunflower seeds. We can mix them with soup or we can mix them with yogurt together with berries and something like that. Makes a very good breakfast. Another area which is very important is beans, because beans has got very high fiber on them, and the fiber slow down absorption of sugar and fat. So that is not really going to affect the blood sugar or the blood glucose level. And that is going to prevent sugar spikes and sugar crashes. And it's going to prevent having cravings, which is very common, you see, when you're moving to intermittent fasting. Also, you need to increase the healthy fat. And healthy fat are really very important because they increase the fat burning. And you get early ketosis. The best actually seeds and nuts. Also small fish like mackerel, herrings, and salmon. These are all very good. Also, you can do avocado. That is very good, healthy fat. Things like eggs, actually one of the highest quality of proteins and the best fats on them. Things like olive or olive oil and coconut oil, these are all very good, and that is going to help quite significantly.
It always comes down to Mother Nature or good food or real food. As you're making your selections, keep in mind that real food is the only way to go, or as Sharif always says, always getting back to Mother Nature. Now, the last thing we want to talk about and the last tip came from some of your patients. They were talking about brain fog. And Sharif, in particular, you're talking about an early brain fog and a later brain fog. Can you get into that now?
I have quite a few patients who have brain fogs. And I have found that brain fogs, when it happens early and is associated with cravings, this is an indication that these guys are taking high sugar or refined carbs. Their blood sugar going too low and too high, causing these brain fogs. That's an indication to lower their carbs and sugar intake. But brain fogs, when it happens a little bit late, is an indication of toxicity. Why? Because we have toxins always stored in fat. And when we start burning fat, these toxins will be released. And these toxins can go to circulate to the brain, and it can give you brain fogs as well. And so these are indications for going for a proper detox support, and go also on brassica family vegetables, because these contain sulforaphane, and sulforaphane also helps the detoxification. So these are all tricks which is going to help us to have a very successful intermittent fasting and to get us into ketosis or early into ketosis. And we know that most of the benefits of intermittent fasting comes from ketosis.
Thanks, Sharif. Once again, that's awesome information. And everyone, thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already done so, please go back and watch 1 through 4. We have a bunch of great information on intermittent fasting there. We look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care. Sharif and I appreciate you liking this video. And more importantly, remember to subscribe to this channel. There's a lot of content that we're going to be creating, and we don't want you to miss a single second of it.